name's Brian, and welcome back to Desert Theory. Well, it's been a couple weeks since we posted last. I'm still working on a race video. Life's been crazy, work's been crazy, kids' sports have been crazy. I don't even know what to say, but no, we're back. We're finally back at the shop, and we have some work ahead of us. So this is the front tube, and I've cleaned it up. We got all the rain off or water off, we got the mud off, and it looks great. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the car does not look the same. We still have some mud on it, a lot of mud on it. And that's from all the areas that I didn't want to get water from washing it down into the electronics, down into the Motec engine management system. All of those real critical areas that if we get water on, that's $10,000 for that. We can't replace it. So that's our racing budget for about 2 or 3 years, maybe more. So there's some things that we just have to be real careful with, and that's some of them. This water's real interesting. So what we're doing is we're gonna use simple green. We're gonna clean this up, all those real sensitive areas. Something really cool tonight is I have my youngest son, Luke, and my oldest son, Ty. We're gonna put them to work with all this real tedious sanding work, but it's gonna pay off. With all 4 of us working, if we spend some time on this thing and everybody kind of keeps working, it's gonna look a lot different than it does right now. And Kelly and I are gonna feel a lot better about our car because it's really sad to see any rust on a race car. It just should never happen, but it does. And that whole goes back to, we've always had a race car with a painted frame before, where this one is bare metal. What's real nice about that is you can weld, look for cracks, do anything you want, but it doesn't do very good against protecting from rain, rust, and all that. There's lots of things on the market, steel it, you could actually paint it. There's different things we could do, but we haven't done that yet. So we get to do what we do here tonight, and that's a lot of sanding. I'll quit talking and get to work in here. Let's get going.
Yeah, quit yapping your jaws over there, Mr. Cameraman.
All right, so Ty and Luke are just hitting this thing with that simple green right now. So it's making a big difference. Getting all this mud off of here that we didn't get off by washing it. Okay, so like I was saying, this tube I cleaned up, so this looks perfect. That's what we want our car to look like. That's what it should look like. And we're kind of looking more like this right now. There's just lots of spots with that on there. So we're gonna pay for not taking the time to take this car all the way down and steal it and then go race it in a winter race. But that's just the way it is, and it's not a big deal. We kind of,
like you said, it gives you the opportunity to look over the entire chassis. Like, take the time to do it and look for cracks or look for fatigues, you know, and take care of them before they become a big problem.
Exactly. So you get to know every dent, ding, scratch, everything on the car when you clean it like this. So it's kind of fun. It's cool. We got the extra help out here with Ty and Luke, and we're gonna have a good time out here just getting this thing cleaned up today.
Look at that, Brian.
Oh,
Woo, doggy. That's like concrete packed in there, or kitty litter or something.
so that's after washing it, and I obviously knew that there was a lot back there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you didn't want to just hose these hubs down and
No, I didn't want to hose the
introduce
hubs down
the
at all.
possibility of putting a bunch of water in them.
But I did spray the front side here because there was a huge glob on there. But we got Kelly. He's cleaning.
Woo-wee.
He's cleaning down all those super easy to get to spots. You can see Ty, he hit this area up here. Luke's been cleaning shocks. it looks a lot different. So got an hour and a half into it so far. Ty and Luke have heard a lot of things about racing. They're probably getting a little bored with Dad and Kelly talking. We kind of are unfiltered out here when it comes to the amount of time that we talk about race cars, races, last races, future races. So it's pretty dang fun. Ty, he's back over on this side now. It's just absolutely touching every piece of this car. So front end, it's looking a lot different. You can really see arms are looking different. Still got some stuff in here that's going to be, it's going to be an issue. Not an issue. It's going to be, these panels don't come off until the shocks are out, and then your limit straps are off to get that panel. And so you really need to get into each side of those. So that'll be a little bit later date, but we got to get this thing cleaned up enough to where we can take it around and see if we can get some sponsors. Because right now somebody would just be disappointed in the way we treated a race car.
You act like we're not going to get any sponsors. See if we can get, no, we're going to go out and get some sponsors with this hot rod.
Yeah, because of all of you and the YouTube channel and the views we're getting and this awesome car we have.
Dude, it is true though. The YouTube views and the Instagram, it is game changer. Super cool that you guys are following us and watching, liking what we're doing. And it does make a huge difference when we ask for support for the racing program, that guys see that there's value in that. It's really cool.
Like Kelly said, it's awesome that you're spending your time with us watching this. So thank you for that. Even on cleaning days, you're out here with us. You're here through the whole thing. Rebuilding shocks, learning how to rebuild shocks again after taking 10 years off. Working on Kings for the first time. We haven't really, I guess this is our first video from the race. What a difference, what a game changer it was having those front shocks work right. So kind of like we talked about in the videos, rear shocks, oil look good, seals are pretty good. There was a minimal amount of oil up in the reservoirs, if any. On the front shocks, it was horrible. The oil was, it looked like engine oil out of a diesel that had ran about 300,000 miles.
It was bad. But you told them how good the shocks were after we did that.
It worked.
The valving all worked.
Yes.
It was like proper.
It really did. It worked awesome. We had a gas line road with a bunch of big jumps. Like a lot of things, the video kind of takes away from how violent it really was and how fast we were traveling. And those shocks just every time just sucked it up. We traveled very fast through there, and everywhere on the race course, the suspension worked great. We were a lot more in control, especially around corners. And in that real high-speed chop that we talked about, where we were just getting beat up at the first two races, it was just smooth. I got out of this car, I ran 3 laps, 2 with Zach, 1 with Kelly, and got out and wanted to run another 500 miles. It did not feel like we were in a car. So, it's like floating on a cushion, a King shock cushion.
It was rad.
All right, so Kelly, what was your favorite part of the race? Favorite thing that happened during the race?
Oh, probably not messing with this.
Just throw that thing to the ground.
This pile of junk.
Throw it. Take that, Jack.
That was not my favorite thing.
Okay.
Favorite thing, gas line road. What do you think? 90 mile an hour through there? And the car, we probably, I mean, it was just like so rad. It's a fun road to begin with. And in this car, at that speed, I mean, the car comes off the ground probably like 8 or 10 times in that 7 mile stretch. And it's just, it's rad. It's super fun. That was rad. That was really cool. What else? Oh, the canyons. I mean, it was cool. It was fun. It was fun sharing the experience with Zach I remember like halfway through the lap, he's like, so are we running like the 80-90% or what is this? And I was like, yeah. He's like, because it feels like we're hauling ass. And I was like, well, I mean, we're pacing that truck ahead of us, which was the Germans at the time, first lap. And we just kind of paced their race pace, followed them through the canyon, and it was fun. But it was like a new experience. I think it kind of shocked him at how the speed that you can carry through a lot of that stuff. It was fun. It'd be the same thing if I was in a circle track with Zach in the side seat of a 2-seater car. I'd be like, are we going 80 or 90%? Because it feels like we're going to hit that wall. But
yeah. So for those of you that are from our channel originally, not Zach's, Zach raced circle track for a long time, very successfully. Won a lot of championships in a very competitive class in an area where there's a ton of cars. So Zach is a very good driver. So it was fun watching him learn and trying to figure out how to drive in the desert. So for a while, I was kind of telling him what speed to go into a corner at. And then we kind of get loose when we went around the corner. And I couldn't quite figure out why until he had his left foot on the brake in the corners, which is how you drive a circle track car, but not how you drive a desert car. So once he got that kind of figured out, got rid of some of his old habits from driving, he got a lot faster. And our second lap, he's gonna say it in the video, I'm gonna say it in our last race video, but he was a lot faster. We were moving very quick, and in all the normal desert stuff, we were moving. He was gonna have a dang good lap time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we got stuck on a stump and in a snow drift and everything else, and it became just a kind of a slog challenge to get through. But we were on a good pace there for a while. So, but hey, we finished, and it was a weird race, and we got through the snow and the mud, so I am not going to complain.
No complaining. It was a wild race. The race course, minus the 6 miles of snow and like, which turned to just complete mud and snot. Besides that 6 miles, that race course was a blast. This car was perfectly suited for that course. It was a lot of fun. Bora did a great job. Would definitely like to run that race course again. It was up there at the top of really cool race courses. So,
and I completely agree with that. Starting on the circle track was fun. Having somebody that had never experienced desert race there for the whole thing was really cool. It was fun watching all those guys, Corey, Onyx, Zach, get to experience it. And one of the guys we brought, Lee, with us, get to experience all that for the first time. So we had a blast. We made more friends. I just can't say enough good things about desert racing, and an awesome way to spend your time. So whether you're racing or you're helping, Brock had some problems with his race truck right now. He's rebuilding some stuff. He was having a blast out there helping us get pulled off rocks and just being part of the team out there of Vora. And we just couldn't do it without the volunteers. So it's pretty cool how much fun the volunteers are having even at the race. So it's just an awesome sport. It's something, if you have the time, if you're retired, go try it. Go be a checkpoint. Go find something to do, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna love it. All right, we got Ty and Luke over here.
What?
How's it going, Ty?
Going pretty good. Get this thing nice and shined up.
So, are you gonna come back out and help me again, or did we pick the most boring job and it's gonna kill your love of racing?
I guess I could help you again.
What'd you say?
I said, I guess I could help you again.
Okay, that's
we haven't scared them off yet.
not yet. They're like, how much can two old guys talk? It's 11:33. I got the boys with me. They have been an awesome help, but it's about time to wrap things up and get them home. They don't have school tomorrow, but they do have some track practice going on. So, man, the headers look here. I don't know. See if I can sneak in here a little bit.
Dude, it's sharp, Brian.
It's looking good. So there's some spots we're gonna find the next few times we're out here, and if we get a free moment. But overall, this thing is rad. It looks really good. Looking really sharp again. So we're all super pumped. It's just been an awesome night out here. I'm sure the boys have listened to a little too much race stories, but they've just been hanging in there the whole time, and they have been cleaning and scrubbing away. So pretty cool that they spent their time with Kelly and I out here on spring break helping us. So Ty, Luke, thank you guys.
Heck yeah.
And again, thank all of you for watching. You're the only reason. The views, you watching and all that's going to maybe help us get some sponsors. So we're going to try and hit that hard. And about 4 or 5 videos before this, I said I was going to go out and look for sponsors. Never did it at all. I ended up working in California and then had to come back here, thrash on this thing, get it ready to go for Zach, make the race. So now it's time to go out and put some boots on the ground, take a race car in the trailer behind me, and see if I can get anybody to sponsor this thing for a race. We're pretty excited. Got our car back. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.